So, from that perspective, you can see and classify jealousy generally in two type of jealousy. When you see a threat of losing what you have, when you see somebody, others having such qualities that you may wish to have subconsciously in your mind. One thing that you can observe, that you will find that jealousy is something that generally you have either with someone who is higher or better than you, or someone who is equal to you or used to be equal to you. So in these two, higher and equal, most of the jealousy are towards the equal, you know, who used to be, for example, he or she used to be your classmate, he or she used to be your friend, he or she used to be your neighbor. So it's a sort of a, equal type. You both used to have some equal stages in some part of your life. So when they have something, that's when you start to have this jealous. Okay, so before that, jealousy, when I use the word jealous, I'm talking about uh, jealous towards a person, jealous towards qualities. Um, in Tibetan, have the word takdok. We call it takdok. Uh, so in English, maybe people say jealous and envy. So today, I'm going to talk both together, jealous and envy together. It can be for a thing, it can be for a person, it can be for some qualities or a wealth or a fame, you know. Uh, so the nature is same, whether it is for the person or whether it is for a thing or a fame or a wealth, is the same. The nature is an emotion that create an absolute discomfort or uneasy feeling when you see those qualities, or when you see the threat of losing thing that you have. All right. So when I say jealous, I'm talking about both jealous and envy, whether it's for the person or whether it's for some materialistic things. So as always, I'm going to make like different points so that it is easier for me to just give out in a short form. At the same time, it's easier to translate as well. So first thing that I would say is we should, our happiness is our responsibility. This is something that I always say. Your happiness is your responsibility. You should bring happiness and you should keep peace in your mind, and that is your work. That is something that you have to work. If you just rely on somebody to bring peace in your mind, it is impossible. Because even if somebody is trying his or her best, it won't be able to give absolute peace and happiness in your mind unless you work for it as well. So your happiness is your responsibility. So now the question is, when you start to feel envy or jealous, you think that you are preserving your happiness. You think you're trying to achieve something or preserve something. So there is a very strong concept of me, mine, others, my body, my this, my husband or wife or this and that, or my wealth or his wealth and his fame. For the very foundation, you have to understand that happiness and peace in mind is all matters, because when it comes to things, our body, even our body is something that is not our. For example, the body that we have created by uh, the white and red blood of parents. So eventually, if you think carefully, So those white and red blood are not ours. That doesn't belong to us. So there is a foundation of our body. And then all the food that we eat and all the things that we have consumed to raise this body were not our generally. If you think carefully, then it is really, really interesting. If you think carefully, then even body doesn't seem to be ours, that we strongly hold as ours and others. That is a very big question whether we should attach that much. Mm.